Alright, so I am finally getting to my budget nail polish collection, and this is just how I keep my nail polishes. It's just in this clear bin. They're all standing upright like this. This container actually just slides right underneath my bed. So these are just some nail polish pens that I have. One end is the pen and the other end is a brush. If you buy like so many sets, you can get like this little extra kit and it comes with a glass file. These are the actual pens that I have, and I just keep them in this bag. So I just have a bunch of different ones in there. And then these are all my nail polishes. For the most part, I have them arranged by brand just because they're easier to fit that way. These, these are the e.l.f. ones. They all have a certain bottle shape, so they fit nicely together. So that's my reasoning for that. So this is the first brand that I have, and these are Jordana nail polishes. And this one is a polish that I have had for years. As you can obviously tell, the bottle is really different than the other ones. This is extremely old, and I found it the other day and I tried it out, and as you can see, it's not super thick, it's not chunky, it's not really getting the typical aging, I guess, that nail polishes get. So I decided to look into the brand more because I hadn't really seen anything by them. So I went to their website and I got these 5, and they're from the Jordana Glitters collection. And they have a lot of glitter in them. The glitter payoff is really, really good. And so I am very satisfied with this brand. That being said, I don't have any of their new just like regular cream polishes or anything. This is the next brand that I have, and again, this is actually really similar to the whole Jordana polish situation. You can definitely tell that the bottles are very, very different from the newer style. And these are very old, and the quality is still pretty decent, and I just kind of ran into these at Target. They're $1.99, I believe, at Target. I've also bought some at Walgreens. I have not gotten a chance to try out either of these two yet. I just bought the black because I needed another black just to have. It's kind of good to have. And then this polish, I don't know if you can really tell, but it has bar glitters in it, and I didn't have any polish with bar glitters. Overall, I really, really like the quality. The glitter polishes especially look very, very nice. The next brand I have is LA Colors, and these polishes are also very cheap. I believe I bought this one, was on sale for like 80 cents. And the rest of them were like $1 from the dollar store, somewhere around there. So these are very, very cheap. I really like them. The only color that I have not tried out is this one right here, and this is called, what is this called? Cocktail. This one especially is Sassy Sparkle, and I love this glitter polish. I've used it in so many different manicures. The polish itself has a really thick viscosity, so it makes it a lot easier for you to get the glitter on your nail. Polishes that tend to be a little runnier, the glitter doesn't tend to really, it's harder to put on because it just, the glitter doesn't really stay in the polish, and you just end up putting this weird clearish color on your nail. So this one I really, really like because of the viscosity of it. So these are the LA Colors ones, and I do also have a base and top coat and a nail strengthener by them, but I keep those separate. I keep all my clear coats in this little section, so I'll get to them in a minute. Okay, so this is my next brand. I only have 4 of them. I haven't bought any by them in a while. One thing to note is that these two oranges are actually the same number, 112A, and the color is actually very different. So this is New York color. The next brand I have here is Rimmel London. To be honest, I don't really feel like the 60-second ones dry any faster than any other polish, but I still really like the colors, and I think that's kind of true of any brand. So many brands claim things like this lasts this many days or this dries this quickly, and it's really something that's hard to keep consistent because there are so many other variables that affect how long something lasts or how fast it dries. For example, like temperature. If you have really high humidity, your nail polish is probably going to stay tackier for a longer amount of time. So it really depends on so many things other than just the formula of the polish. But these are colors that I really like. I haven't really had any serious issues with them. They're not, Rimmel London isn't really a brand that I usually reach for. There definitely are some brands that I stick to, like Sinful Colors and LA Colors. Those two are brands that I really, really like. That isn't to say that other brands aren't as good, but I just tend to pick those because they catch my eye more frequently. The next three that I have here are from a brand called Pure Ice. This is a brand I hadn't heard anything about before, but these three colors really caught my eye for the winter time. There's this really pretty like icy blue with a little bit of shimmer in it. Then there's also this very, very metallic silver color. And lastly, this really sparkly red color. And I just thought that these would be really, really great for Christmas and winter, so I grabbed them basically just because of the colors. I do have two polishes by OPI, and OPI is a more high-end brand, I guess you could say. Most of these other ones I've shown you have been either $5 or under. These are usually more expensive. This one I actually bought at a rummage sale, so it was even cheaper. So these are the only two OPI polishes I have. I have two Revlon polishes here. The one on the left is a lot older than the one on the right. I guess I don't really have a lot to say about these except for the fact that this polish is actually very similar to this one. It doesn't really look like it on camera, but on the nail, these two colors are actually very similar. And these two colors are also very similar. So I don't really wear these Revlon ones too often. These two I believe I bought at Forever 21. I want to say. I'm not entirely sure, but they're definitely polishes I bought at some kind of a clothing store, and I actually really, really like them. This kind of corally color has really great pigmentation. I think they were like 2 for $5 or something, maybe. This brown sparkly color doesn't really have a lot of pigmentation. It takes a couple coats to get the color you really want. So I don't really wear this color as much, but I definitely love this beautiful coral color. These are two more polishes that I got from a clothing store. They're called Black Poppy. They came from PacSun, and these were 2 for $5. This orangey reddish color is really pretty, but it's kind of sheer and I don't wear it very often, as opposed to this color, which has actually popped up in a lot of my manicures. These are my e.l.f. polishes. On the left I have a matte finisher. In the middle is a glitter polish that I got as a gift for Christmas, and I haven't been able to try it out yet. And then I have this cream polish over here. And e.l.f. is a brand that I really like. Most of their products, not just their nail polish, but there is one thing that I need to point out. I don't know if I just got a bad batch, but this matte top coat is horrible. I've heard great things about it from other YouTubers, so I'm tending to think that I just got a goofy batch or something, but instead of just, you know, putting a matte, like, frosty finish on the nail, it turns any nail polish I'm wearing into crackle polish, which would kind of be cool, but I don't think that's the intended effect. Nowhere on this bottle does it say anything about being a crackle top coat. It does say that there's a new formula. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but when I put it on top of any polish I have, it just kind of cracks up the polish. It does make it matte, but it also cracks up the nail polish. So this is a purchase that I'm kind of disappointed in. But that being said, I still like their nail polish. I'm just kind of trying to give them the benefit of the doubt and thinking that that's a fluke. So I might pick up another bottle and see if it's any different. Wet n Wild is a brand I've heard a lot about. It's really popular with a lot of YouTubers, and I hadn't actually had anything nail polish or otherwise by this brand, so I decided to pick up two colors. I got a Fast Dry and a Mega Last, and the Fast Dry I'm actually wearing on my nails right now. It's this yellow color. It's really sparkly. This yellow is 3 coats, I believe is what I ended up putting on. 3 coats to get this color. So it is kind of sheer, but it's really great. So far I haven't had any issues. I just painted this, so I'm not sure how long it lasts, but it's a really great color, I think. This blue one I painted on my nails a while ago, and it peeled off right away, so I'm going to try it again. That might have been a one-time thing. The next brand that I have is Sally Hansen. This is a very popular drugstore brand, and as you can see, I have kind of a variety of Sally Hansen stuff. I have the 2 polishes from the Extreme Wear Hard as Nails collection. I have one Insta-Dry, I have one Star Opal Nail Glaze, and then I have a couple of their nail art pens here. So just kind of briefly, the Hard as Nails Extreme Wear collection has a really skinny brush. The Insta-Dry, I don't really think dries faster than anything else, but like I said, I think that pretty much goes for all brands. And along with that, the wand itself is triangular, so it makes it really hard to get all the excess polish off, so I always end up with way too much polish, so I'm not really a fan of that. The Opal Nail Glaze, I really like. It's a very, very sheer color, but it's very pretty and sparkly, so it's kind of great for a top coat. These nail art pens I absolutely cannot stand. They're basically markers. There's not really any nail polish in them. Here, let me open one up for you. It's basically just a marker. I've found that when I use these, the design that I do rubs off very easily. It smears very easily with top coat. So these are things that I really don't use ever. Just for demonstration, to contrast them with these pens, which are by Nail Ritz, I believe. First of all, you get 2 colors. You can definitely see that there's nail polish in there. It's actual nail polish. I used them to get this dotted design just on the tips of my nails. If that'll focus. There, just to get this dotted design. They're very easy to use. I've never had any problems with them. Some people say that the tips will get clogged, but I've never really had that issue. If you take care of them, that shouldn't be a problem. But these nail pens I personally dislike very much. I wouldn't recommend them to anybody. So overall, I'm not really impressed with the Sally Hansen line. I just think that there are better, cheaper brands out there that are great. Very quickly, I have 2 L'Oreal colors here. This one is pretty old. I don't remember where we bought it from, but this one is relatively new, and I really, really like this color. It's a beautiful nude color with some shimmer in it. The L'Oreal polishes are a little bit more expensive, just as far as drugstore go. I think they're around $5-6 maybe, whereas Sinful Colors, like I mentioned, is like $2. But they do have some great colors. They're very, very pretty, and they usually have pretty good color payoff, and they last pretty long. Now, these are just polishes that either I only have one of, or like I have two CoverGirl ones, but I don't really use them very often. These are just kind of random. I'll go over them in a second. Over here, I have polishes that came in like a set, so they don't really have a brand name. Like this one, it's just a little plain unlabeled polish. So these are just kind of random. So these are ones that do have a name that are random. First, I have this CoverGirl Nail Slick polish. I never really wear this. I'm not a really big fan of the color, so I don't really have an opinion on it. And then, like I said, I have this CoverGirl Boundless Color Nail Sparkle Top Coat. One thing I have to give them props for is the fact that they do say it's a top coat, because a lot of glitter polishes say that they're glitter polishes and then they're really, really sheer, and you'd almost be better off using them as a top coat. This one, this is kind of like what I was talking about before with the LA Colors glitter. The viscosity is not very high. As you can see, it separates very easily, and so the glitter is kind of hard to get out. This was also a gift. I believe it came from Rue 21. It's a really, really neon color. And what I've found with neon colors is that they have a tendency of kind of flaking off. I think it's just something with the formula, because I've had it happen with more than one brand. Let me know if you have the same problem, or if maybe it's just my nails. But it's still a really pretty color. It's kind of a shame that it doesn't last very long. This is a clean color polish that I bought off of eBay. This is with about 3 coats, I believe, to get it to that color. But it's just this really, really, really beautiful color. I'm not really sure anything about this brand at all, just that I bought it on eBay. So I'm sorry, I don't know any more about it or how much it usually costs or where you can buy it. I have this polish, which was also a gift, and I do not know where it came from. Moodstruck Color Changing Nail Polish. So this is what the cap looks like, and I'm not entirely sure what is supposed to happen. It says it's heat activated, but when I put it on, it basically just stayed one color. Like it went on the lighter color, and then it just stayed the darker color. I don't know if you're maybe not supposed to use a top coat. I don't know if the top coat changes anything, but it didn't really change a whole lot other than the initial change from drying. This is from Sally's Beauty Supply. It's the Nina Ultra Pro. I had a couple colors of this, but I had a house fire about four years ago, and I actually lost a lot of my nail polish. So this is the only one I have left. I think it's called like Ocean Blue or something. Oh, Caribbean Blue. So my experience with this brand, I actually had a neon green color by this brand, and like I mentioned with the Rue Butte polish, it flaked off really easily, so I think that's just something that happens with the neon colors. But the other two, I had a brown one and this one, they seem to go on very sheer, so I'm not very impressed with that brand in general. Then I have a Jessie's Girl polish. I've been told you can get this at some drugstores, but I've never found it. I bought this one online. It is very, very sheer, but this is the only color I have, so I'm not sure if that's all of their polishes or just this one. And lastly, I have all of my clear polishes. I have my 2 Nail Tech ones, and I already did a full review on those, so I am not going to really talk about them. I will put a link or an annotation somewhere in this video. If you haven't seen it, you can go check it out. So I'm not really going to be talking about those 2 at all. So I have a True Blue Spa Seal the Deal polish, and this just came in a Bath & Body Works like pedicure set, and it's actually a very good base and top coat. Then I have my LA Colors Super Strength Nail Builder Nail Treatment. This I have found works really well as a top coat personally for me. So then that brings us to these last 2. I have a Séché Vite polish. Although this polish does leave my nails really shiny, the polish tends to peel off in one whole piece. I finally have a Rimmel London Base Top Coat Pro. It says it lasts up to 10 days. Didn't really work for me, but it might work for you. So these are all my base and top coats. I actually kind of forgot about this. This is a Sally Hansen Miracle Nail Thickener. And as you can see, I've used it quite a bit actually. But what I have found is that this kind of makes my nail polish bubble, and it's really stringy, and it's kind of like hot glue. I guess that's the best way I can use to describe it. I don't really feel like it makes my nails a whole lot thicker, to be honest, so I haven't really been using it much lately. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was just a really quick nail polish. Well, I guess it wasn't quick, but this is my nail polish collection. Mostly drugstore brands, a couple high-end, and a couple from online. I do also have a whole lot of nail stuff, nail care stuff. Leave a comment if you'd be interested in seeing a video about that. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you think about this video. If you'd like to see any more kind of whole collection type videos at all. So yeah. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. I try to update everybody and I post pictures to there. I also have a Twitter. I would love it if you followed me, and a website as well. So thank you guys so much for watching.